Hello everyone, my name is Relax and Panic, and this is another reaction to the Monogatari series. It is, as I know now, Neko Monogatari Shiro, and it is episode 1. So, as we already knew, it is about a tiger, which you can see here. So, if you want to see the reaction itself, please feel free to go down into my links. You will find a link replaces circumflex.parts with real dots, and enjoy the reaction. Once you've done, feel free to come back here and hear out my thoughts about this episode. So, see you soon. For those that came back, welcome back. Now, that was interesting. I liked it because we have a complete absence of Araragi, which is surprising. I didn't see that one. So we now instead have two main actors, which is Senjogahara and our little Tsubasa cat. And the two of them being together, I really like it because we haven't seen those two interact before. We haven't seen how they are around each other. We only knew that Hanekawa had a lot of influence on Senjogahara, but not how and exactly why. So it's nice to see that. And we have Hachikuji in, which is always a blessing. You know, I really like her. She's always funny. So there we go. We started off with the scene in the house of Hanekawa, and we already discussed this in the last episodes of Neko Monogatari Kuro, that this house seems wrong in so many ways, and now finally I could see it. So she is not really having her own room. It looked more like a compartment, like a shelf. I'm not sure how to say it. More like a floor where you go through, not like a real room. There was, you know, there's just fitting the bed in. I guess. Yeah, well, it's not really a room, what I mean. And even she's awoken by the house robot who's cleaning. So, yeah, that's not really good. No question there. The fact that everyone in the house is cooking for themselves and has their very own cooking equipment is weird as well, because that shows that there's not like a real family bonding. As a family, you try to eat together if possible, you know, like you have breakfast together, or at least in the evening you eat together when you're back from work or school, but not here. So yeah, it's more like they are living under the same roof, but not really together at all. So I can see why Aragi in the last season, in the last episodes, stated it can't be helped. You know, it's senseless. It makes no sense to help here. So yeah, kind of sad. Although she seems to be adapting to it. She mentioned that she has no that she has changed her name multiple times. I guess it is a playing on those, it is kanji, isn't it? On the signs. I guess you could mix them up somehow and have different names, other kind of names. But I am not fluent in those, so I have no clue. But it will be interesting to see. Then we met Hachikuji on the street, and although it is always a blessing to have her in, I instantly realized that she was missing her backpack. And I asked myself if this means that kind of like her travel is going further. I mean, she, when we met her the first, she was a snail, and the backpack is a major part of that. And it kind of, you know, slowed her down. A backpack is like pressing you down. She's carrying the burden of something with her. And I remember on the backpack was this little puppet which always looked sad. And now if she doesn't have this anymore, I mean, she even said that she is on another step of the journey in one of the episodes, that she has now become a different kind of a ghost. So I guess maybe it's the next step, and maybe she's, I don't know, evolving. Kind of. That would be interesting to see. It would be nice. I guess it's a positive thing. And she forgot it in the house of Aragi as she fled the house. And she even did a foreshadowing. What the heck? You know, foreshadowed that she will be back in another episode about her. I just guess that is like incomplete, a foreshadowing already to what's going on. So I guess the episodes with her will be about her somehow traveling further, moving away from the snail. And then we met the tiger, and I have no idea what he is meant to be. I mean, okay, Hanekawa was the cat before, so being a tiger kind of makes sense, that she has some kind of bonding, you could say, with other cats. I mean, a tiger is in the end still a cat, just as it seems, huge one here. The abomination seems to be pretty powerful, and I don't know, I guess like some kind of wise. It has some kind of vibe like that. And I chose this picture here, this one, because I found this line to be interesting. So white lies of ignorance. I asked myself what he means with this. I'm pretty sure he talks about Hanekawa. And the fact that she kind of has white lies of ignorance. In the beginning of the episode, she foreshadowed as well that she will be disappointing the viewers, that she's not so perfect, that she has made mistakes or whatever, you know. Maybe that is what the tiger is referring to. I can only guess we will learn more about some background of Hanekawa, of where she came from, what happened in the past, what's happening in the household with her family, so maybe we'll learn more. And there are those lies of ignorance, what he's talking about, I guess. Well, right now I can just guess. And he said, and I am white, I'm crystal clear. I don't know if you, I guess he's referring to him. No idea yet. But in many ways, this episode is like building up just for what's going to be. And then we had... then the rest of the scene is with Senjogahara. And I really like that. That was cool. So we had the split in two scenes with her. The one where they are in school and talk about each other, about the fact that she met the tiger, that Araragi is not around, that she met Hachikuji and so on. The interesting thing here is how they position themselves towards abominations, as example. As example, Senjogahara clearly states, if you have problems like that, you have to ask Araragi. He's the one who's capable, who has the knowledge how to deal with that. And he's the one who did help us both in the past. It's interesting to me that both of them seem to know more or less everything about the past. So they both know about the crab, they know about well, she doesn't know about the cat. I'm pretty sure Senjogahara doesn't know. She does know about the cat. Because she said, I'm sure it's a tiger and not a cat. So she knows about the cat. But not everything that happened in Spring Break. But both know about Hachikuji. So Araragi is pretty open, it seems, about those things that happened to both of these girls. And then Senjogahara said something that I really liked, that you never asked for Aragi's help. Maybe you should try doing that. You should open up and ask people when you need help. And that seems to be one of the major problems that Hanekawa has, I guess, that she's not really able to ask for help, or because it would... For some people, it means you show weakness if you ask for help, which isn't true. Asking for help is not a weakness. You know, you can't be perfect in everything. But both of them didn't ask for his help. They became aware. Araragi just jumps in as soon as he sees someone who needs help. That's him. Let me check further. Oh yeah, and then we had the house burning. And she instantly referred to it as my house. So that's the thing. I can see that you cannot really consider it a home by the way that she lived there. You know, she had no real own room. There was no real family feeling. However, it was still the house that she was living in for, I guess, multiple years now. So it is still her house somehow. She is now forced to change. And I ask myself, let's say it was the tiger who set the house on fire. Although I see the option it might have been her as well, and kind of forgetting about it, which would be interesting as well, if she would like subconsciously set the house on fire, like leave on the stove. I mean, we have seen that she prepared herself food. So what if she left on the stove, and due to that the house catched fire? And she didn't realize it either. It would be her mistake. Or the other option would be that she did it subconsciously and wanted the house to burn down and is lying to herself about this. And not confessing to herself that she set the house on fire. Which, by the way, would be white lies of ignorance. Just saying. Or the other option, it was a tiger. In both cases, by doing so, she now is forced to change her life. As are her parents. So that's interesting. Because she has to move out, she has to live somewhere else. And we've seen it that she then goes to another place. She's still not willing to ask friends if she can stay there. And we have at least Senjogahara, who would possibly have helped her. She could for sure have gone to the house of the Aragis, seeing how the family of Aragi is. Even if he isn't there, Aragi Koyomi, I'm pretty sure the Fire Sisters would have taken her in. There's no question. She had no reason to go to the old school instead. She did it because she's not able or willing to ask people. Which is interesting about her character. So question is, who set the fire? And what were the reasons? Or was it just an accident? I tend to go with that either the tiger or she herself set the fire. And deep down by doing so, she forced herself, or the tiger, after seeing her, forced her to leave the house. So in the end, he did something good, I guess. Yeah, she did tell no one that she was going there. We had a short interlude with the family, which just fits, like the family talks. Where are we going now? She says, I will stay with a friend, and the parents are like, okay, bye. It is very fitting. Thus she did not tell anyone Senjogahara was going crazy. I was really having problems understanding that it was Senjogahara who was crying and slapping there, because she was so completely messed up in this moment, which shows us that I guess she has some kind of feelings for Hanekawa. She really sees her as a friend and was really worried about her. So although in this series most characters keep their cool all the time, kind of, especially Senjogahara keeps her cool very long, very hard. You could see there a moment where she was completely like shattered, and that's nice, because you could see she cares about Hanekawa. Which once again makes it a triangle. Here we go again. So she slapped her, I think 4 times, because she was so upset about it, and Hanekawa let it happen. She didn't stop her. I mean, after the first or second slap, you might guess she would have stopped her, but she didn't. Which we could discuss in depth about the fact that she might have been slapped in her household before, so that's why she's not stopping it, but doesn't matter. And then she just took her to her home, which makes sense. And then we have the creepy side there again. So there we see again why Aragi and Senjogahara are so fitting for each other. She is more neither instantly undressing, as she did with Aragi when he was at her house, and running around in her underwear, taking poses which are kind of, yeah, well, you know. Well, kind of insists that they take a shower together. And her reasons are even very clear, so she can tell Aragi about it later on, so he gets heated up, you know? So I'm pretty sure she does it for herself as well a little bit, but she does this for her boyfriend because you know the kind of creep that he is. Well, as I say, perfect couple. They are both creepy and weird, so it's very fitting. We had there are two more things that were important, I think. The one thing is that Hanekawa said that she will follow the rules because they are the rules and you have to follow the rules. So it's kind of a cycle she really can't break out. She's following rules because you have to. She doesn't even think about not going to school, like saying, "Oh, I'm sick," calling off, like Senjogahara did. It's just not her. She can't. She's Little Miss Perfect. There we have it again. And when she's asked by Senjogahara if she still loves Aragi Koyomi, she says, "I do." Without thinking, it happened instantly. So between those two, she can say that, which is interesting. Good to see, to know. Those were two, I think, very important things. I'm interested to see what Aragi is doing, why he's not around. As Senjogahara guessed, I guess the same. It will be possibly something about the storyline of Hachikuji, possibly. I really like the intro and the outro. The intro because it is very funny, very entertaining, feeling good, you know. Chocolate is always good. I can go with that. And the outro, I think, is from Senjogahara. And there was the line inside about I wanted it to be only the two of us, something like, you know, a relationship of two. But I will not give up, I will adapt, I will try to still get my questions answered and so on. So I guess it is about Senjogahara and being aware of the fact that there is, like, at least partially a third person in, which is Hanekawa. Who she cares about, which is an important thing. If she wouldn't, it would be easier. Holy blessing. Oh my goodness. So a nice start of a season. I don't think this abomination is negative yet, and I don't think it will be. To me, it feels like the tiger is kind of a positive abomination, which it feels like because, you know, he's just huge, walking slowly, not aggressive, just looking, talking, somehow seems wise. I might be wrong, but it feels like. So I'm really looking forward to the next one. And I really like the fact that they went without Aragi here, because we are able to see how the two girls are handling each other, how they are with each other, if there are differences in how they act and talk and everything, which there isn't, it seems. At least not much. So that's it for this time. I hope you liked, and I will see you again soon. Until then, please feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. My name is Relax and Panic. Goodbye and out.